I feel like I look like my grandfather with these things on. I mean, just...
Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here with Bish's RV with a handy little tip for you today. If you have something like a corner bed like this, or what I call a bendy bed, a Murphy bed where the mattress actually folds, not where the whole mattress goes up and down in one piece, but has a seam in the middle of it somewhere, this could be something that could make your everyday camping life a lot easier. Because basically these beds can be a bit of a bear to make. You know, it's hard to be crawling over around them and fighting your own weight when you're tucking in sheets and things like that. But what if for like $9 at your local big box store, you could come up with something that made that a total non-issue? So the basic idea is that we're actually going to run these under the mattress to keep the sheets in place, and maybe you still have a loose blanket on top or something like that. But depending on the type of bed, like again, if you have one of those bending style Murphy beds, you may actually want to hook this to like the top blanket to keep everything sort of cinched down in place. Now, here's the thing. This is a tip submitted to me by a viewer, and I appreciate it. If you have other little camping hacks like this, send them in. Maybe I'll make a video on it. I've never done this because I wanted to display how easy or not easy it actually is, but in theory, sure made a lot of sense to me. Now, I'm kind of thinking logistically, depending on the layout of the floor plan, this may be a little bit easier if you have an extra set of hands to help you do this, but I'm going to see if I can do it alone. And logically, one of the first things I think I'm going to need is I'm going to need this bed kind of up here, sort of wedged in place a little bit. Let me see what I can do to finagle that. Hey, yeah, there we go. That works. All right, so we got her wedged up. I went ahead and hooked up the front here. I'm just eyeballing it, and I'm wondering if I got big enough suspenders so this whole demo might blow up in my face. I don't know, I'm doing it live. In case you're not aware, I don't exactly plan stuff. Anyway, just gonna stretch this out. Okay, so she's nice and tight, but at the same time, oops. I think what you're going to want is a nice, tight, snug fit if you want to keep everything in place. All right. Yeah, I got that brings up some bad memories. Let's see how this goes when I flip it down. And again, I didn't exactly get it corner to corner. A little bigger set of these to go corner to corner might really be the key that you need there. Let's try it. So I'm just gonna grab this and shove it back down in place. Okay, so I gotta straighten this end up a little bit. And maybe it looks a little tight across the middle because I didn't get it centered up. Let me give you a better look at this here, actually. So like I said, you know, it's not perfectly done visually. I think with a little extra effort, a little more time, and maybe a different size on those suspenders, I could have done a little bit more of a corner-to-corner job. But it certainly is staying in place much better than it was before. And, you know, now if nothing else, you have some suspenders you can use to snap the kids. And I know this isn't necessarily going to work for everybody. I know this isn't going to be my most viewed video, but I like to put out stuff that helps sometimes, you know, a handful of people as much as a bunch of people. I like you to know that we are a resource here to give you all kinds of things. So this was a viewer submitted tip. If you have handy little tips like this, drop me a little note, message me on one of the various platforms you can find linked in the video description, and let's figure something out. Maybe we can bring your idea to video, although I can't promise I can bring them all. Or if you have other suggestions, other little ideas or tips or questions you have, let me know that stuff too. And if you appreciate the little tips like this, no matter how small, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like our video to help spread the message. So until next time, take care, stay safe, have fun, and best wishes from Bishes, everyone.
And that really did sting. I don't think I'm gonna mess with people by snapping their suspenders anymore. That sucked.